happy. She's happy. We really had a good day yesterday. Tuesday was a Sunday Tuesday. I ate 2 ice cream cones. Yummy.
You on your work, Jack? Thank you.
Well, I was born and brought up in Nova Scotia. One of a family of I have 14 siblings.
It's a great place to meet young ladies. I mean young, 90-year-old ladies.
I left home when I was 15 and went to Halifax. And when the war was over, I came to Ontario. And I've been here 61 years come Monday.
Last Friday afternoon, Friday the 20th, I had the extreme pleasure of attending our grandson's graduation function at Hill Park High School.
So I couldn't tell them about the story about my buddy that bought Viagra from, he bought some Viagra from Mexico, $1,500 worth, and when he got the delivery, there were candies. So he was out $1,500.
It was approximately 2 hours in length, and boy, are those church benches hard.
Never forget, folks, candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Oh, words of wisdom. Shakespeare said it all.
Oh, you gotta laugh.
Good. Start talking.
You gotta laugh, and then the world laughs with you.
I come here on Mondays and Wednesdays and get the opportunity to roll up and down the hall and see the Bubby's restaurant and go to the theater, and I travel on York Street. I can't travel on York Street downtown, but when I come here I can go up and down and see all the lovely pictures and all the great people. What a spot. Thanks a lot.
Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. What?
Okay, I like turnip leaves, and but they're out of the cup. And anyways, what else? That's all I have to say.
How much I love you.
Yes, Ross was in the Air Force and I was in the Rams.
Yes, and was it 100 years ago? Well, we're just finishing a project here on stagecoach and horses. And you can see all of these things they're all made from paper cups, styrofoam cups. The horses, the carriage and everything. The only thing that's made out of cardstock is the outside of the carriage. Everything else is made out of paper, styrofoam cups.
I was invited to a party and there was a boy from my hometown going to be there. And I couldn't stand him, but I felt it was my duty to go and say goodbye, and I went and met Ross.
The innocent look from her eye had went, but on her face was a look of content. In after days when the family came to the Persian pussy of pedigreed fame, they were not Persian, but black and tan. They said their daddy was a traveling man.
He came back to Halifax for a weekend, and then went off again for 3 years. And when he came back, we got married.
You asked what I did for a living. I had the joy, the ecstasy, the pleasure of teaching.
Well, I went to the University of Toronto and became a dentist. And did that for 50 years. And I'm not even 50 years old. A miracle.
My area was the ancient world, archaeology, fine art, philosophy, and so on. And I think I developed the art in the end that made it appealing to them. They've often come back and said how much they owed to those lectures the statements that I've made. So I feel proud of that, grateful but proud at the same time.
I was a high school teacher at the local high school here at Westdale Collegiate for nearly 25 years.
In my present condition, I'm a reader. I read constantly. I'm looking into a book now by the very celebrated author of The Kite Runner. His name is Khaled Hossein, and he is telling a story which takes place in Afghanistan, where of course our own troops are on service today. So it's a very gripping and marvelous account we're working through.
We had our 60th wedding anniversary a year ago. So that was an achievement to have stayed together that long.
Small miracle.
Small miracle.
But I have to admit, he was very easy to live with.
Yeah. Was she as easy to live with?
Very much so. And a good cook.
I've met several of my former students since I've been to Shalom Village, and that's very gratifying. I've enjoyed the people I've met here, and it's a nice place to stay.
Tiger cats, I don't care about the tiger cats. I care about the argos.
Oh.
I'm Norma Griffiths, Gibbs' spouse. Okay, that's a good word. And and Gibb is an Alzheimer's person.
And it goes, of all of the stories I know of the West, the one that I tell is the one I like best. Of that hero, that rider of wrong, the one and only El Kabam.
Young kid, I used to go to the market with my mother, carrying the basket to the market. And you get everything with you, find sweet potatoes, and you get this and that. And then you take it home, and your mother cooks it up, you ate it. And that was it.
I lived many years before I came here, 31 years to be exact, at a place called the Shadot Continuing Care Center, part of Shadot Hospital in the West Mountain.
Now everybody goes to the market there now. Lord, it's going there like going zip, 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 and you're out.
Where I lived for a number of years, there were 6 beds in a room. We had room on either side of our bed, enough space for a wheelchair or a small cabinet.
Greg and I and Morris have just been sitting talking about winning the lottery. And I said I had a fella that used to work with me who won $7.5 million.
On behalf of my wife's husband, we're having a great time here.
So I have lots of good memories, but I'm happy to be here. It's a bit different here, of course, but things are very good here for me anyway. Thanks a lot.
Most of the $7.5 million went up his nose or spent in bars of ill repute and ladies of ill repute. He seemed to enjoy himself, but it was a short life with the $7.5 million.
Shine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yoo-hoo!
And he's very happy here. I am thrilled to bits. And every taxi driver I am with always says, do you know that Shalom is the best place? I said, tell me about it, mister.
My curiosity reigns supreme, as it always has. I thank you for your patience.